It's been a big year for the National. You guys put out a great new album, and it came out pretty high on the charts. Tell us how that felt and where you guys ended up in the charts, to start with.
It was surreal, I guess. But oddly, there was this whole funny story where apparently we were trending #1 and nobody believed it, and SoundScan started calling all the indie stores and accusing them of not selling as many records as they were selling. So it was actually a funny week where it all seemed really surreal, and we ended up #3, but it was the lowest at that time. I think there's been lower selling weeks now, but at that time it was the lowest selling week in the history of SoundScan, so we laughed that, yeah, we were #3, but it's not the same as being #3 in 1985 or something.
But still, it was a pretty impressive showing for you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a big change. It's the first time we've ever been in the top 10, top 20. And it was actually worldwide. I think it was #4. So which I think in places like the UK where people still buy records, it's quite significant. So yeah, it was very exciting, and we don't know what to say. It was just, if that's the best we ever do, we're pretty psyched about it.
Did you come at the new album High Violet with a different sort of direction or a different sort of set of ideas from the past album, or how did you begin work on it?
I think that at least in the last Alligator and Boxer and High Violet, each time we've tried to approach them with a different mindset, even though obviously they still sound like us. But this record, I think, was more about texture and less. We didn't want to make an elegant kind of stately record like Boxer was. So we made it in my garage. We built a studio, and in some ways it's much rougher and much darker and kind of uglier, even though it's still lush in some ways. But I don't know. We also talked about trying to make something catchier, just for fun.
Now, you said it was darker. Was that sort of a result of things that were going on in your lives at the times the songs were being written or recorded, or where did that come from exactly?
We don't really ever. Sometimes we have these conceptual ideas about how it should be, but inevitably the music just turns out how it's going to turn out, and whatever's the most interesting way of representing it. And so it kind of, went that way. I think early on some of the songs were really kind of sunny, and then Matt took a left turn and started embracing sort of some of the darker sounding demos we were giving him, and then lyrically, there's some pretty. It's a sort of rhetorical dark, it's not always what it seems. Even a song like Sorrow's the Girl Inside My Cake is actually meant to be kind of funny. So there's always two sides of the coin.
Now, how long have you guys been on tour exactly?
We're at this point, I think 3.5 weeks, which is pretty much the longest that we'll do anymore. We used to do 6 weeks or something, but that, I don't know, it's not a realistic way. You can't sustain that over 1.5 or 2 years. So at this point, that's why we look so ragged. No, we're pretty comfortable now. But yeah, it's been 3.5 weeks, and we have a week off, and then we go to Europe, and it kind of goes on like that.
Have you guys been able to check out any of the bands here at Treasure Island today or over the weekend?
Yeah, I heard Phosphorescent, who were great. They're actually going to be opening our European tour in a couple weeks. I heard Rara Riot, who sounded good. They were playing in the rain, a little too much rain, unfortunately. And we hear Superchunk behind us. That's like a great old classic band, so we love them. Yeah.
Cool. And are you guys excited to be playing with Belle and Sebastian tonight, or you guys like them?
Yeah, we love them. Love their records, and Stuart Murdoch contributed a song to Dark Was the Night, this record we produced, and we've never actually met him in person though, so hopefully we won't be too shy and we'll say hi. But I'm really excited.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. Stay warm, and we're looking forward to your set tonight.
Cool.
Take care.
So much.